I'm Tyler Burgess of Eugene, Oregon, and I would like to show you some of the sights from the tours I have given. This is New York City, which we will do again in May of 2013. You never know what you're going to see walking through Central Park or down the street in New York City. But this is the Metropolitan Museum of Art. There's beautiful architecture and fun things to see on the street. These footsteps come from both directions and meet in the middle. This was the group in May of 2012. We walked along the Highland Path. We took the East River Ferry. We walked across the Brooklyn Bridge. And we saw the Statue of Liberty as the sun set. We took the subway, ate in a wonderful jet deli, and we had fun wherever we went. This is the Ground Zero World Trade Memorial. It's very touching. Here is St. Patrick's Cathedral. We walked through Wall Street. We walked along the Upper East Side. This is the trip to Quito, Ecuador, and we will go to the Galapagos Islands as well. Downtown Quito was the first town on the UNESCO World Heritage Site. We are right on the equator, and we will take a trip to the middle of the World Museum, where you can stand on the equator, or you can walk along it. A guide shows us how they knew they were in the middle of the world for centuries, and there's a nice cultural museum here. We will visit a Spanish hacienda, 300 years old. This is the one where my son got married in November 2012. They have beautiful old gates, lovely rooms. This is the number above my door. This is typical cuisine, which is very good. I got my picture taken with some of the Ecuadorian football or soccer team. This is Susanna, who will be our guide in Ecuador. She's now married to my son.
Y pimienta, pero para poner.
Before we go to the Galapagos Islands, we will visit a family farm high in the highlands. This is Chimborazo, which is 19,000 feet. Here I am with my son. This tenant farmer's wife will fix lunch for us as well.
El pollo que dijo que va a fabricar trajes. Me llamó. Aquí está el pancito que mandó a comprar ayer. Sí, vengo recién haciendo. Por eso no vengo breve. ¿Y su marido?
These were fresh, warm, had an egg filling, and were delicious.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
You can see the color.
Beautiful.
It's very strong.
So our flour from our tortillas this morning was ground here from the corn, grown here. Wheat. Oh, sweet. I want to show you where El Barro Belo is. We went here a couple of years ago. I gave a tour. These are truly houses, T-R-U-L-L-I. They were for storage and people lived in them, and they still live in them today, and we can rent a room in one of them. They're lovely. Next, we will go over to Amalfi. We're just below the Amalfi Coast here at Paestum. We stayed in the town of Salerno along the coast. This was our lovely B&B. This is Tony and Keith from Eugene, who are on my tour. This is along the Amalfi Coast. We are in the town of Ravello, and visited the Villa Rufulo. And here's a quick look at the main square in Siena, Italy, where I've given several tours. We've now gone to Venice and are standing on the balcony of St. Marco Cathedral overlooking the square. Inside are these 4,500-year-old war horses. The people on my tours are typically from Eugene. They're people I know from my marathon and fitness walking classes, and they bring their friends and family. Most of the tours I give are in response to requests from people. All my tours are custom tours. They adapt to the people's needs, abilities, and interests. From our hotel, we walked down into Bellagio, had several treats, and these people are also from Eugene. One of our favorite afternoon activities. Sharon is standing on the balcony of our hotel in Bellagio. From Bellagio, we took a ferry nearly every day. We discovered juice boxes with wine in them. Now in northern Italy, along Lake Como, we visit a castle. This is Lake Como in the early evening. One day we went into Switzerland and walked through this small village looking for their outdoor pieces of art. This is an old wine corker. We're now over along Lake Maggiore. We're going through a hike through the Chestnut Woods. This is the naughty picture. And now we're all nice. Sometimes we eat a picnic, sometimes we eat at a restaurant. It pretty much depends on what the whole group would like to do. This is a beautiful hike. Here I am reading about how to grow the grapes. And here's an evening in Venice. These little sketches are from my sketchbook diary I keep. In 2014, we will go to France. We will start in Paris and go to this town in Dijon. We will have a wonderful local guide, Hervé, who will take us to the market and give us a history tour through the countryside, the canal keeper's little cottage. We will visit a castle and go to small villages. The original of this is in the Louvre in Paris, which we will also see. And then this is the England coast-to-coast trip we did this year. It's almost 200 miles of hiking from the Irish Sea to the North Sea. This is Patty and Jeannie. We start by dipping our boots and picking up a pebble in the Irish Sea. This is a challenging hike, and it is beautiful. We take a day off to visit Beatrix Potter's Hilltop Farm. We'll have lunch in the ruins of Shap Abbey.
Put a pound in the honesty box.
These are the North York Moors. Here we are, skipping across the River Esk. This is one of the trains used in the Harry Potter movie. At the end, we throw our pebble into the North Sea and we watch the Dracula play.
That is all I ask.
Oh, if it's just one, it couldn't hurt, I suppose. No, no, get back from me, you fiend!
With one kiss, I can make you immortal. We can be together forever.
When you put it like that, it sounds very tempting. Your eyes are so dark.
Stop! My bride! He is forbidden to you! He is mine until I say he is yours!
So come join me on a walking trip or join my marathon training class. It's fun.